and we sweep with threshing ore. Our only goal is the western shore. Hi everybody, greetings, and welcome to the Mr. Ugly Show. I am your host, Mr. Ugly.
It's the Mr. Ugly Show, starring Mr. Ugly and the Human. Yes, got it.
I and my trusty helper, the Human, will be showing off different cool stuff from the Human's collection, and will be telling you if it was worth collecting in the first place. And if it's something recent, we'll tell you where you can get one of your own.
Hi, everybody.
Today we've got a special treat for you from our friends at Bluefin Brands.
S.H.Figuarts Thor from the movie Thor Ragnarok. Yes, this is Thor as he appeared in the film Thor Ragnarok, specifically during the arena sequence on the planet Sakaar.
Oh yeah, that has got to be one of the most enjoyable Marvel MCU films to date, if not the most enjoyable.
So, spoiler alert, Thor loses his hammer Mjolnir in a quick battle with his sister Hela, yada yada yada. He ends up on the cosmic equivalent of Neverland, Sakaar. It's an alien planet where all of the discarded things of the universe eventually end up, including discarded people.
I wonder if those missing socks of yours ended up there. Anyway, Thor is sold to the Grandmaster, a perfectly cast Jeff Goldblum, to fight in his gladiatorial arena. Along the way, he discovers that the power has been within him all along.
Here's the figure based on the character from the movie. If you're not familiar with the S.H.Figuarts line or the Tamashii Nations line, know that they are both produced by one of our favorite companies, Bandai.
As it says here on the box, and I quote, S.H.Figuarts is a new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme Pursuing Character Expression Through Humanoid Action. All of which is a fancy way of saying these figures look and articulate like real people.
Alright, so here we're looking at the box. You can see our little guy inside there along with the lightning effects. Very nice window on this box. Nice images of the figure. There's the S.H.Figuarts statement, logo, motto that Ugly just read for us. Here are some obligatory product shots on the back of the box here. You can do a lot of neat stuff with this figure. A lot of cool poses, like they're showing here on this side. And the bottom of the box even has an image on it, which is not something you usually see.
Alrighty, crack that sucker open. I want to play with the cool toy.
And here's the Elder Hemsworth out of his package. You can see there's a high level of detail on the costume here on the figure. Not only are the markings accurate to the film character, but everything down to the texture on the clothing, really. Those little fold-out blades on his back here. You can even put down his little visor, or I guess more like wings on his helmet. I love the gold details on the armor. The face is great. Nice expressive hands. It's got a pretty complicated joint there on the shoulder. Look at that. The part of the shoulder pulls out and whoops, pops out entirely. It's a very, very nice shoulder joint. Allows for some butterfly action. Looks like we might have a little impedance from his shoulder armor. Oh, yep, there it goes. So there's one little problem, although it looks like it'll snap right back in there. It's got a pretty decent joint at the elbow. Wrists are ball jointed and on a little bit of a bend there as well, so they can rotate and bend. The helmet does not come off. His head goes up and down. He's got a ball joint in the bottom of the neck and a ball joint connecting the head to the neck. So there's a lot of good range of movement there, though The helmet does sort of impede his ability to look up when it hits his collar there on the back of the figure. He can look down pretty good, though. Now he's got a ball joint in the mid-torso, as well as one at the waist. His hips are ball jointed. A nice double bend there at the knee. It looks good too. You don't see any of the knee joint there. Toe bends up. Got good ankle tiltage and some little up and down on the feet as well. Very nicely articulated. Like that. So the first accessories that he comes with are these little scabbards that attach to a peg hole on his back. You get two sets, one with the swords still in them, undrawn, and then another set of just the scabbards for when his swords are drawn and fully expanded, like in the movie. You get a couple hand options here. He's got these standard expressive hands the figure comes packaged with. You have some regular closed fists for fighting. And you get some holding hands for gripping his swords. Here he is with his swords in his holding hands. See, there's a nice level of detail in the swords. The lovely kind of blue metallic paint on them, iridescent. And with his advanced articulation, he can simulate some of the poses from the movie. So here's the main lightning effect as it looks when you take it right out of the box. The instructions actually show you how to assemble it. So you can actually disassemble this into several parts and rearrange it slightly if you wish. It's a pretty awesome effect. You also get several of these smaller little lightning blasts that you can attach to the Thor figure's wrists. So you can call down lightning or shoot lightning if you wish from his hands. There are slightly different designs to each one with multiple forks. And this is the biggest one with more forks than the others. And this is what it looks like when you have those little lightning bits attached to his arms. Specifically, they attach around the wrist. And they can face two directions. One where the lightning kind of arcs out away from him, and another where the lightning can arc sort of over his head or back towards his body. Alright, and here is another example of what he will look like with a different set of lightning attached to his wrists.
Alright, so basically this thing is as cool as it looks on the packaging. Hey, with that level of detail and articulation, plus the effect parts, I imagine it costs a pretty penny. So, is it worth it?
Funny you should ask. This little beauty just showed up on the doorstep shortly after I'd won a completely different figure in another contest. So, thank you, Bluefin. Ordinarily, this figure would run you a solid $73 on Amazon, though I did find it at various other collectible retailers for between $64 and $80. Some dude on eBay is trying to unload an opened one for more than $120 at the time of this filming, but $60-ish is pretty reasonable. Honestly, I would expect to pay closer to $80 for a figure of this quality if I were to buy it myself. But would I actually spend that much? Yeah, probably not. $60 is doable. But that's my inner cheap ass, so your mileage may vary. If you can get a good deal on this figure, and you've got it bad for Mr. Hemsworth, or you just love all things Thor, then yeah, this is totally worth it. It clearly blows away anything you would pick up from a standard toy line at retailers like Target or Walmart. But then it's designed to be a premium figure at a premium price.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you want it, go get it. You won't be disappointed. But, maybe wait for a sale if you're short on cash. Also, be a little gentle with the poor guy. He is meant more as a display piece than an actual toy. Well, folks, thank you for sticking with us for what we're calling Season 2. We've got some good stuff coming up. More transforming toys, some G.I. Joes, both old and new. And, of course, our look at how females are portrayed in toys and collectibles later in March. If any of that sounds good to you, please hit that subscribe button. And if you liked this video, go ahead and smash that like button down there. We'd appreciate it. We'll see you next time.